Hello students. Today let's solve the numerical problem based on the chapter that we have discussed up to now. So I think in whole of the chapter magnetic effect of current there is no confusion in any of the topic, because every time whenever I have started the class, then I just summarized all the topics that we have discussed before, and in the end of the chapter I have summarized all the things that we have just discussed in whole of the chapter here, like magnetic field, the application here, forces. Only these things we have discussed up to now. So today let's see some numerical problem based on that, and a number of numerical problems I have told you already in the end of the topics. So in the case of numerical problems, some different kind of numerical I will take here. So your first question is given to us, and in this question first let me just read it first. A uniform magnetic field of 3000 cos is established along the positive z direction. So it is given that we have a uniform magnetic field that is established, and its value is given to us, that is B is equal to 3000 Gauss, and Gauss is also a unit of magnetic field, and if you will convert it into Tesla, then 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. So you can also convert it into Tesla, that is 3000 into 10 to the power minus 4 of Tesla here. Clear, I think. Next thing is given a rectangular loop of side 10 centimeter and 5 centimeter carries a current of 12 ampere. So next thing is given to us, that is a loop is given, means a rectangular loop we have, and that have sides first 10 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So suppose length we have taken, that is 10 centimeter, and width that is taken 5 centimeter. Clear? Next the current is given, that is flowing inside it, so that is 12 ampere. Next thing is that what is the torque on the loop in the different cases, that is shown below in figure, and what is force on each case. Second thing, which case corresponds to stable equilibrium. So here question we have, that is simple here. First of all, magnetic field is given, a loop that sides is given, and that is carrying a current that is given. Means simple, this question is for the case whenever we will put any loop in external magnetic field. So we know that it will experience a torque, then we have to find out here torque, and different cases is are given to us here. So let me just draw first two cases in one time. Here 6 cases are given, so we will just see the torque for the 6 cases, and how can we understand the directional problem while solving some magnetic numericals on magnetism. And the next thing is that here in the last it is asked which of the cases of stable and unstable equilibrium. So we will see that case also. So your first condition or this one, this is our z direction, this is y direction, this is x direction, and a loop is given to us in this way. Means a loop is given that is in xy plane, yz plane, not xy, and current that is flowing in this direction, current is flowing, means anti-clockwise direction in which it is flowing here. So I current is flowing, and magnetic field is given, it is along the z direction. In our question it is given here. Second case is given to us, this is our y, this is z, this is x here. The same loop is given, but here the direction of the current that is just opposite to the first case here, and again magnetic field is in same direction. So first we have to find out what will be the torque in these two cases that is given here. So let's find out the value of torque for these cases. So suppose this is our case A, this is our case B. So for the case A, let's see first how can we just understand the what is the value of torque, and also how can we understand the in which direction our force is acting here. So for the calculation, as we know that from formula, torque is given by tau is equal to mb sine theta here. So this is mb sine theta. So as here, if you will write down the value of mb, that m, this is in nia into b into sine theta, and also as here only one loop we have, then the value of n is 1 here. So our formula is this, that we have to apply here for the calculation of the torque that is acting on this loop whenever we will put it into magnetic field. So first, just to write down or to solve it, we can also solve it in some different way, like in the place of this one we can write here some vector m cross b. So by using this one we can also solve, means we don't have to just see what is the angle between these two, and by using this one we can find out easily. So to find out first, as it is given the direction of magnetic field is along the z direction and positive z direction it is given, means we can assign vector k with this value, this magnitude, to show the direction of the magnetic field. So simple, in the case of magnetic field you can just assign a vector to make it a vector here. Clear? I think there is no confusion. And but the magnetic moment, how can you find out the direction of it? So as the magnetic moment, its value is equal to I into A. So here exactly the direction of magnetic moment is just like the same as we have calculated or derived the direction of area vector. Means if this is the loop, plane of loop you are seeing, then this direction will be the direction of the area vector, and this is also the direction of magnetic moment, because here in magnetic moment also we are seeing it is dependent on the area here of the loop. So in this way it is also depending on this curve. Clear? I think. Means if you have to find out the direction of magnetic moment, it means that you have to see the normal vector that is drawn from the plane of the loop that is given to you. So in first question, if you will see here, this is the plane of loop in yz plane. So if you will see the normal that is to this yz plane, so its normal direction is this x direction. Means the normal direction to any point in this is x direction here. So our magnetic moment will be along the x direction. And now here, as in both of the cases, currents are in opposite direction. So in one place it will be plus x, in one place it will be just minus x. So according to that, how can we find out in which case it is positive, in which case it is negative? So for that case, here if it is anti-clockwise, then in that case it is positive, it's clockwise it is negative. Just take that thing here. So here in this case you can just take, if it is anti-clockwise, it means that the magnetic moment is along the positive x direction. So it means that we can write down here for the magnetic moment, this is IA into area vector with direction vector, and along the x we can write down direction vector is I here. Let me just rub it, and cross this magnetic field. Suppose B0, this is the value of B0 here. Means if this is the value of B0 that is given to us, the magnitude is given, that is, so it is B0 into K something we have. Clear? So after solution we can see this is IA B0 some I cross K. Now let's put the values of this one. So we have the value of I, that is 12 ampere. We have the value of length and breadth here. So as area vector is given to area of the rectangular loop is length into width. So for this case this is 10 into 5, and let's convert it into its standard unit. So in meter it will be 10 power minus 4, 10 power 2 from here, 10 power minus 2 from here. So and also if you will just write down the value of B0, so this you can solve this one, it will be 10 into 0.3, I think definitely you can write it. So this is 0.3, and also if you will solve I cross K, so the value of I cross K, it will be obviously it will be equal to minus of J here. Clear? you know that I cross k is equal to this value. So here it means that we have this direction for the torque that we are going to get here. Now we can solve easily this one. So if you will solve, this will be 60, and after that if you will solve, then this will be 18 into 10 to the power minus 3 here minus j, or we can write it minus 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 in z direction. And you can just write down the unit for this. So unit for this one is Newton meter here. So this is the value of torque that we are getting after the solution, that is 1.8 into 10 power minus 2 Newton meter along the negative y direction. So our torque is acting along the negative y direction in the first case that we have. So negative y direction was that, and it means that this magnetic field will try to rotate the loop in the negative y direction. Any something in this way it will try to rotate it. So it means we can just say the force that is acting on the loop, that is along the negative y direction here. Clear? I think there is now no confusion in this numerical problem. Now let's see the second case for the here that is given to us. So in second case again, as it is given magnetic field is along positive z direction. So for magnetic field it can be written in the same way. But for this case, as the current is in clockwise direction, so you have to write here in place of this one, this is minus of I. So this is the direction here, means simple thing is that here the also the plane that you will draw, that is along the normal, but this normal is just like this axis now. No, it is not this axis. It means that it is not positive x-axis, it is negative x-axis. So for negative x-axis you have to assign minus I here, and now here minus I we have, and all the things are same. So as minus I it is, it means that if you will solve I cross k, so I cross k is minus of j, and here minus, this will just make it positive j. So here we will get the direction of the force that is in positive y direction, and in magnitude torque is in the same way. Means here the torque is acting along the positive y axis, means in this case this magnetic field will try to rotate the loop in this positive y direction in some way. It is it will rotate in positive y direction. Here is a force that is acting on this along the positive y direction. Clear? I think now there is no confusion in this whole of the section. So in the same way we can also see what will be the value of torque and direction of force in other four cases. So let's see what are the four rest of the cases here. So the case third we have, in that case this is our z direction, this is y direction, this is our x direction, and this is the direction of magnetic field we have already. So it is given we have a loop in this way. This is the loop we have. Means now in this case we have a loop that is in the direction or in the plane, you can say that is zx plane here, and the direction of current is given to us, that is in clockwise. And again you can also see the case for which the direction of current is in anti-clockwise. Means the same loop we have, but direction of current is in anti-clockwise direction here. So in both of the cases, what will be the torque that is experienced by the this whole of the loop, and what is the direction of the torque here. So again you can see the torque is given for the case, suppose this is our case C, this is our case D we have. So for case C we will talk first, and torque is given by vector m cross b. And let's see the direction of vector m. It means if we have this area loop in the z-x plane, then I just told you we can easily find out the direction of magnetic moment that is perpendicular to the plane of the loop here. So as plane of loop is z-x plane, then its perpendicular will be y-axis here. and for the clockwise direction of current it should be negative y-axis, and for anti-clockwise it will be positive y-axis. Clear? So here negative y-axis we have, then it means that we can write for the m here. So that is suppose in place of m I am writing already, we have discussed it before, IA, and here negative of y-axis, then minus say we can write cross. For the B here as B0 I have just written to this value here. So this is B0 and the direction is given already in our question, that is along the positive z axis. Now let's solve it. So this is IA B0 and this is minus C cross K here. Again as this magnitude we have solved in previous two cases, and that is again same value. This should equal to 1.8 into 10 power minus 2. Clear? But we can see the direction is different here. So as J cross K, you know that it is equal to vector I, but here as it is minus given means we will have in one way we can see that it is minus I. So simple, or K cross minus I, if you can see here. So in that way, if minus I we are seeing, means you know that minus J cross K can be written as K cross J exactly, and K cross J is equal to minus of I here. So in this way you can see this torque is acting along negative x-axis, means whenever loop will be in this way and if current is just flowing in clockwise direction in this loop, then that time it will experience a force that is acting along the negative x-axis. Means the torque is acting along negative x-axis, means whole of the loop will try to rotate towards the negative x-axis. Clear, I think. Next case here we have this one case, and this one case is just like the same as case C, only the direction of current is different. Means here as we have anti-clockwise direction, then for that case we will take here positive just y-axis, and for that case if you will solve, then this is the torque will be along here that is positive x-axis, means this loop will try to rotate it along the positive x-axis here, and in this case and in this case it will try to rotate along the negative x-axis. Clear, I think, student? And the last case if you will see, so in last two cases that we have here, again this is Z, this is Y, this is X for us, and we can just make a loop in the plane that is XY plane. So if suppose we have a loop in XY plane, and again magnetic field is in the same direction along the positive Z direction, and we have two cases, such kind of cases we have, that is here magnetic field along Z direction, here we have Y axis, here we have X axis, and a loop that we are getting that is along the XY axis or along in XY plane that we are now in this one case the direction of current is anti-clockwise, in this case it is clockwise. So these are the cases that is given for this one. Suppose this case is our now case E, this is our case F. So for case E here, let's solve it. So for the case E, again torque is from the same formula that you are seeing here, and if you will see the direction of magnetic moment, so direction of magnetic moment is perpendicular to the plane of this loop, that is if it is in XY plane, then magnetic moment will be along the Z direction, and as the current is anti-clockwise, then it will be along the positive Z direction. Means in this case here this should be K here. Clear, I think? There is no confusion. And also our magnetic field is in the same direction. So here we will have this is K cross K, and you know that K cross K that is equal to 0 here. So it means that the torque acting on the loop that is 0 whenever it will situate in this plane XY plane, and if magnetic field is along this one, and if the direction of current is anti-clockwise. Means simple case is that magnetic moment and magnetic field, they are parallel to each other for this case. So you know that whenever a system will not experience any kind of torque, it will not rotate in magnetic field, means if we will put loop in magnetic field along this axis, it will not experience any force, it will not experience any torque, means there will be no rotation in this. So obviously you can say that it is in stable equilibrium, means it is not experiencing any force. And for the stable equilibrium, you know, this is the first case, means the forces that is acting on the system, that should be net force equal to 0, means system is not experiencing any kind of external force, then that time it will be in stable equilibrium. So this is the particular case for the stable equilibrium also here. Next case here, for the case F, you will see, then for this case, as it is in clockwise direction, so magnetic moment that will be perpendicular to this loop, but it is in negative of z direction. So it means that we will have minus k. So again, if you will just write down minus k, then this value is also is equal to 0, but exactly it is not 0. It is, if you will see here, angle between M and B, so that will be here in this case minus 180 degree, not 0. Actually it will be minus 180 degree, because this minus sign shows us that these two vectors are anti-parallel to each other, means the magnetic moment and this magnetic field, as magnetic field is along positive z direction, magnetic moment is along negative z direction, means they are anti-parallel to each other here. And for the anti-parallel case, we know that the system is always in unstable equilibrium. So here this case is our case for the unstable equilibrium, this is case for the stable equilibrium. So all these cases, I think, how can you determine the direction of magnetic moment, how can you solve such kind of problems for such a loop, and the force or torque experienced by it, I think that is now clear. 6 cases and 6 questions in one way, you can say, we have just taken here. So I think, student, that is now clear. Now let's see the next question, that is related to the topic that we have discussed for the trajectory of the charged particle whenever it will enter in magnetic field, and as we have seen that it is just moving on linear path or circular path, or somewhere it is doing helical motion. So here question is given to us: a proton, a deuteron and an alpha particle having the same kinetic energy are allowed to pass through a uniform magnetic field perpendicular to their direction of motion. So calculate the radii of their circular paths here. This is sorry, not calculate, compare the radii of their circular paths. So it is simply given in our question that we have 3 particles, one is given, that is proton, one is deuteron and one is alpha particle here. So first let's write down the properties of these 3 particles that is given. So as suppose mass of proton is mp and charge on proton is q here, and for the proton it is, for the deuteron case, as you know that the mass of deuteron, that is equal to 2 times mass of proton here, and charge on the deuteron is the same as the charge on the proton, because it is the you know that isotope of hydrogen, and where we have already one electron system. So as in the isotope, number of charges are the same, but their mass numbers are different, so due to that their masses are different here than the proton. So in this case of deuterium here, suppose from the D I am showing it. So from deuterium this mass is equal to 2 times mp, but the charge is equal to q here. And for the alpha particle, you know that for alpha particle the mass is equal to 2 times of this mass of proton, and sorry, not 2 times, this is 4 times mass of proton, and charge is 2 times mass of proton, charge on proton. So this is 4 times and this is 2 times here. So first, these are the properties of the particle that is so given to us, we have just written here. Next, for our question, it is given if these particles are moving along the direction that is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So as we know that whenever any charged particle that will enter in a direction that is perpendicular to magnetic field, that time it will move on circular path. So obviously whenever it will doing circular motion, then obviously it will have some radii. Then here we have to compare that radii. So we know that from the theory already we have the value of radii for the calculation, that is equal to R is equal to mv upon qb. So this is the formula through which we can just find out what will be the value of radii for the particles that is given to us. So for this case, first we need the velocity of this one. So we cannot just find out velocity, but we can see the relation here by using the kinetic energy. So as if k is the kinetic energy, and here in our question it is given that a condition they are entering in magnetic field with same kinetic energy. So if suppose the kinetic energy of these three particles is k with which they are entering there, so k can be written as half mv square. Means v can be written from here, this is equal to 2k upon m, this is in root here. Now let's put the values here in this case. Then this is equal to m, this is root 2k upon m here, and upon this is qb. And finally we can write here this is under root 2k, and this is also m here, and this is upon qb. Clear? So this is the formula that we have just written after some solution. Now let's see what are the radii here. So this is the case. So for the first case, for proton, let's write it. So suppose for proton the radii is written as rp. So rp can be written from this formula, this is root 2, as k is same, so let's write down is k. Here it is written as mp, divided by the charge on this one we have taken, that is q, and magnetic field is uniform, that is equal to b here. So for the case of deuteron here, suppose I am just writing it from rd. So rd can be written as root 2 here, as kinetic energy is same, so this is k. Mass of deuteron is 2 times mp, so this will be equal to now 4 times this is mp upon charge on this one is q here, so this will be equal to qb. Now the last one case we have, that is for the alpha particle. So for alpha particle we can write the radii here, that is equal to 2k m we have. So this is 2, this is k, as m is equal to 4 times mp, so this will be 8, this is mp here, and divided by here the charge, and into this one, so charge is here 2q, and we have magnetic field b. So there are three cases for the radii of these three particles we have just calculated. Now we have to compare their radii. So we can compare them as you can just write down here 2 and here 2 also. So if you will just take root 2 as a common here, so we can write this is root 2 multiplied this term upon this term. Clear? There is no confusion in this section, you can write it in this way. And also in this section you can write as here this is 2 and 4 you can take common. So if you will take 4 as a common, then this will be 2, and this 2 will be cancelled out from this here. So this is the final case for R alpha that we will get here. Now let's take their ratio here, or if you will compare Rp to Rd to R alpha, then you will get this value and this value is as the same, but this value is root 2 times, then it means that we can write 1 is to root 2 is to 1 here. So this is our answer for this question. So it means that they are just related in this way, and their ratios are related. Means proton and alpha particle that will move along the same circular path, and their radii will be equal, but here the radii for this deuterium that will be different due to its mass here. Clear? So I think students, these different problems are now clear, and now you are able to solve all the problems of the question so on the chapters, and just solve it, and in the next class. First we will just discuss the assertion reasoning question that I have just given you in assignment. So as this is demand of yours, then I should just solve that. So that's why I will just solve in next 2 days that whole of the assertion reasoning question with whole of the explanation. Clear, I think. So let's just end our class here, and let's just end the chapter magnetic effect of current. In next class, after discussion of assertion reasoning, we will just start the new chapter, that is magnetism and matter. So thank you students for the class here.